Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's NaNoJouMo 2012 for the month of February. I've done 6 pages out of the 8 days, only because I didn't do today's prompt yet, and I didn't do another prompt yet. Dawn is, I'll put her link down below, is decided to do NaNoJouMo for the month of February. I don't know yet if she's going to do November yet. Hopefully she will. And this is the first prompt. It was and go. And I first drew 2 circles because I thought of a stoplight when I saw the prompt. And then I did a base coat of pink color wash, which is just craft paint that I had like that much left, and I just put water in there and shook it up and made a wash out of it. Then I did another, like a light brown craft paint, and then my mind is blanking. I did colored the circles, or painted the circles, I mean, with the red and the green. Then I took a brick stencil and that I got from a friend, and used black cherry for the bricks. And then I wanted to play with the pumice stone gel, so I took the stencil, the same brick stencil, and used the pumice stone gel on it and dried it overnight, and then used the black cherry again to color where I put the pumice stone, and that stuff is messy. Then I took a white paint pen and wrote and go and traced the circle, and then I took a big pen and did the outline of the letters. Again, I'm working in 2 journals again, and this one was day 2 I didn't do, and that was underground, and I had no clue what to do for that yet. The 3rd was Take Me Away, and I drew this girl a long time ago, and I did glue her in before I got the prompt, because I didn't just to, excuse me, put something on the page. I did have a quote picked out for it, and I stamped Take Me Away and cut it out, colored it, and cut it out and glued them on the page. And the alpha is by Autumn Leaves. It's one of my favorite alphas, and she's drawn on 90-pound watercolor paper from Artist Loft, and I used the Artist Loft watercolors, and then for the eyebrows I used the Jelly Roll Clear Star. And quote is, "Expectation is the root of all heartaches," William Shakespeare. And the colors of the background is mango, sage green, and cream. And when I color the letters, when I was looking through my Crayolas, the big set I have, I tried to find colors of the sage green and the mango. I found the mango, but I couldn't find the right green, but I think that's close to sage. And then the next day, the 4th, was Out on the Corner, and I started singing CCR when I saw the saw the prompt. And I started out with craft paint that I just gotten, I think the day before, or that day when I went to Michael's. Yeah, the 4th was Saturday, right? Yeah, it was Saturday. And I did go to Michael's. I only bought 3 packs of paper that were on sale, or cardstock I should say, and the 4 bottles of craft paint that were on clearance. So I was stocking up again on stuff, because I never know when I'm going to go to Michael's. So the base is a turquoise blue, and then then I was playing around with stencils again, and I used another turquoise blue. This one's like a little darker than the one that I used for the base. And I got, this is bubblegum pink. It's by American Craft. I got this whole big bottle on clearance. And then I also used cream in the background. And then I found the quote, and then I found, when I was looking through my magazines that I ripped out, I saw this one and I thought it'd be good to go with the quote. And I was failing miserably when I was doing the lettering when I wrote out the quote. And it says, "Clean out a corner of your mind and creativity will instantly fill it," by D. Hawk. So that's that one. And then the fifth was me and my shadow. And I already had most of this done, this page, as I had used neon orange and neon pink. And then you can see some of the masks that I had used on a previous page. I just stuck on here. And I had glued down wax paper that I ran through my Big Shot with texture fade, so you can sort of see here. And these are from Frugal Freebie, I think the blog is. I have on my blog, when I wrote out the blog post for this page, I put that blog link in my blog post on this. So it just needed a title. And you can see I somewhat shaded, like gave it a little shadow on there with regular, like plain old pencil. And again with the same alpha set by Autumn Leaves, I stamped out me and my shadow, and I misjudged spacing, so the W is hanging out down there. And then the 6 was Beloved. That should be, before you're going to see her, and I think in a little bit. There. I wanted to use her again. It's the same drawing as the one I just showed. Now where'd it go? That's her. So what I did was I copied it, and I copied another girl that I drew that I wanted to keep. So I just photocopied them, and I did cut enough because I have a light box. So I used my light box, which is over there, and I took a piece of watercolor, the same watercolor, and I just traced it, and I used the Artist Loft watercolors. And she does have a nose, and you could probably barely see it, but she does have a nose. I'm still learning and practicing, and it's still not very good. And the quote I used was by, I'm gonna butcher her name, Søren Kierkegaard. And it says, "Love does not alter the beloved, it alters itself." And again, I used for her eyes the Clear Star paint pen, or not paint pen, Jelly Roll pen. And after I got done stamping her, stamping the quote, because I glued her before I did the stamping the quote, she did get a little beauty mark on her, so I tried to fix it up with painting with the watercolors again. I think I did a good job. Then I also added, while fixing her up, I added some pink to her hair. So that's the 6. And then yesterday was Tender Heart. Again, I used page that I already had something on there waiting to do something with. I added this tissue paper with the leaves that were from the previous page that I did, which was this one. You can see it. And that was what I had left. And then this is what the quote is from. And it's, "Paradise was made for tender hearts, hell for loveless hearts." I think there was supposed to be another S on the end, but oh well. And then I went over that. I wrote it on a leftover watercolor paper that I cut her out of, or the new version of her out of. And then I went over that with the clear glitter pen. And that's all that I have so far. And today's is Somebody to Love, and I'm already seeing Queen. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching.